RNAV 15 is advanced, it's still valid. So 80s, we got the 80s, we have the information, we are on the approach, and then we need the Johnstown Tower. I'm sure they are going to tell us to change to.
Remember 80 Juliet, 8 south, west of Natney, cross Natney at 5,000. Clear to RNAV, runway 15 Johnstown.
Cross NetV at 5,000, clear to RNAV 15 Johnstown. Viper Roger 6980 Juliet. 75. Okay, so we are going toward NetV. We need to be there cleared at 5,000, but we are clear for the approach.
Juliet, are you full stop?
Affirmative, we are going to be full stop. 6980 Juliet.
Right.
Okay, so we are going to NetV at 5,000, and then I don't know, is he going to turn us, or we are on vectors, or we need to do the no procedure turn, so we are heading toward the NetV. And NetV, we turn to the right, no procedure turn, and then at NetV we need to be there at 4,800, or I don't know, 5,000 he told us, so NetV for 5,000. Yeah. After NetV, we can go down to 4,800 if you want to NetV. And then at NetV, we make the turn, and at NetV, and then we are going to start the descent. And we need to intercept Stearns at 3,900, and then descent. This is precision. We know our elevation 2,300, so our DA is 2,526. If we don't see decision altitude, and if we have a problem, then straight out 4,900 direct to Kotsko and hold, and then we are flying. So Kotsko is probably going to be a parallel entry if push comes to shove, but we try to land. And then before
Cleveland Center 126.72. Good day.
And then as we descend and Stearns. Before Stearns.
Report cancellation of IFR, this frequency, change advisory is approved, and if you could, give me a call.
2 miles before Stearns, you do your GUMPS checklist.
Inbound traffic to Bedford.
Okay, sir, we'll try to get it to you as soon as we can, and we're
It's a good briefing.
Is he going to turn us now?
Thanks.
But I need to turn.
No, he's not going to turn us. So he clears 5,000 direct.
Not the ATC, my airplane.
Contact Johnstown Tower 125.75. Good day.
That's us, yeah. Contact Tower 12575, Viper 6980 Juliet. Thank you for your help. And what to tell them? Established.
Yeah, on the RNAV 21. You can just say Johnstown Tower 6980 Juliet on the RNAV 15.
Johnstown Tower, Viper Roger 6980 Juliet at 5,000 on the RNAV 15.
6980 Juliet, Johnstown Tower, report Stearns.
We report Stearns, Viper 6980 Juliet.
Yeah, you built the procedure, so as soon as it gets to Natney, it's going to continue flying it. So it's going to turn, in fact, it's now headed to Ledby. So the course came about 10 degrees or so to the right, the plane is flying to Ledby now because the GPS autopilot is engaged.
Wasn't sure.
Now what I do is, if you want to stay up here at 5, that's fine, but let's bug 3,900, because that's going to be when we turn, we'll be able to go down to 3,900. And my thought process would be about 2 miles. When that gets to 2 miles, so right now it's 2 miles to Ledby. We know it's 2 miles to Ledby because Ledby is magenta, and that's where it's taking us. So
I don't understand. It says
3 miles, yeah.
Okay.
When it gets to 2 miles, I would probably pull your power back, maybe to 21 or 20, because we can start to slow down for the descent. That way, as soon as it starts to turn us, we can hit the autopilot hold button, and we can manage the descent down to 3,900. And I believe the autopilot at about a mile out will begin the turn.
So just click this off, and then we manage the descent.
You can do that if you want. Yeah, you can click it off now and just manage. So for now, we're going to hold at least above 4,800. Yep, you can disconnect it.
But this is mine, right?
Yep, the pitch is now all yours. So as long as we stay above 4,800 until we make the turn, and here any second you're going to see the waypoint is blinking. That means it's almost at lead B. You're going to see that purple magenta needle turn to the right, and then the plane's going to start to turn.
Oh.
So now the autopilot's going to start turning to the right, and you can begin descending down to 3,800 feet. Maybe pull that back to 20, just to help it out a little bit.
3,900 or 800?
3,900. So it was 4,800 from Nadney to Leadby. So you could have descended to 4,800 back there. But now that we're turning inbound, we can go down to 3,900 because that's the final approach fix altitude at Stearns.
So he is flying, I am just doing the attitude.
If you're managing the pitch attitude, the autopilot is going to manage the bank. And you can see the autopilot's going to bring it through. It's going to put your track until that needle comes in, and then it'll try to bring it back. And right now we're 4.8 miles from Stearns. So we'll continue down to about 3,900. Hold that altitude. We'll set up for a GUMPS checklist. Then when we get to Stearns, we should intercept the glide path and be able to report it and descend down. Bringing in your power up some. We want to slow the descent rate as we close in on 3,900. And now you can go ahead and bring it up to at least 2,200. A little bit more, but we're going to hold 39, not go below it. Trim if needed. The plane most likely will want to start to nose over because we're only at 2,100 RPMs. And we're 2.6 miles.
Okay, then fuel pump, landing lights, full power, gas on the still in the good. So we are ready to land.
We're still missing something on our GUMPS checklist.
There
you go. So we got 2.1 miles till we get to Stearns. In the meantime, we're holding 3,900 feet. And when that glide slope matches us at 3,900 feet at Stearns, what power setting are we going to go to?
1,700.
There you go. Course looks green. Altitude looks green. Speed looks green.
Am I still blinking?
Yes, sir, you are.
Johnstown Tower, Pipe Russia 6980 Juliet, Stearns.
Go ahead and pull your power back.
Juliet, runway 15, wind 1709er, cleared to land.
Clear to land, 15, 6980 Juliet.
Help it out a little bit.
What do I do?
You're not doing anything wrong. It's just we're a little to the left of course. I'm just helping the autopilot by pulling it to the right some.
We need to capture the line, guys. Slow.
up a little airspeed, and you'll probably need a little bit of power. Give it a touch more power.
I was focusing on the airspeed and I went too low. Got you.
More power. Carefully open the autopilot to keep it on that course.
So you can still fly the plane?
Well, you can so what happens sometimes is, sometimes the autopilot, when you're working on pitch, I think, and everybody does this, accidentally gives it, like, pulls down on the left or pushes up on the left. Alright, we're low, but you have speed, so pitch back. That's going to help your airspeed and your altitude, not too much. So we're looking at our pitch attitude to make sure that we're not over-exaggerating things. We need to maintain stabilized. Help it come back over to the right.
Decision altitude is 2,500.
We are definitely low, so let's add a little bit of power, just a little bit.
Too fast, start a bit.
A little bit.
Pull it back a little bit. Now the autopilot, shall I deactivate?
Runway inside. Disconnect. Disconnect autopilot.
Disconnect it. And then just fly?
Yep, we can go ahead and put another notch of flaps in. Ease your power back. And from here, it's a normal landing.
Okay, yes sir.
But that was absolute minimums there. We barely made that. Beautiful landing.
Beautiful approach.
Beautiful landing.
Beautiful approach. Thank you so much for helping out. Johnstown Tower, Piper 69 is Juliet full stop to the hangars.
A2 Juliet, roger, turn left onto runway 23 and taxi to park on this frequency via Bravo and Foxtrot.
Left on 23, and then we taxi park with Bravo Foxtrot. Piper 69 is Juliet. Thank you so much for
Johnstown Tower, Bliss 258, the helicopter in the back corner of the mill ramp. We'd like to hop the sod between the mill ramp 3-3 over to the HTA if able.
Bliss 25, that's approved.
Request Bliss 25, thanks sir.
Johnstown Tower, it's here, Juliet. Just give you a PIREP there on the RNAV 15. We broke out maybe 20 feet above minimums.
It's here, Juliet. Copy.
That was actually the real IFR stuff. Because,
absolutely, yeah.
Because
that was true minimums.
I was started getting worried that we need to go mixed.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like
I thought there was a reasonable chance we're going to have to.
Where should I do? Bravo here? No.
Yep, Bravo and
Bravo
then
here.
Foxtrot.